So I'm curious to see another example, actually, of sort of in the middle age as those years are happening. And we only have a few minutes left, and I'm wondering if we could do it just really quickly, because we really only have about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So we had another example, and I want to just jump into it, just to see what the mid-level might be. So who's who here? We have an 8-year-old. You're going to be 8. And you want to go see Harry Potter, the newest Harry Potter movie, and your mom, and you don't want to let him go see it. So help us work the magic in this situation as well.
So, Mom, have you made up your mind yet? Or are you going to take me to see Harry Potter?
I did make up my mind. You're not going.
So I want to pause because just this bit of conversation already has all the features that are guaranteeing progressively less connection. Because to begin with, it puts the power in the parent, and the child can only submit or rebel. Can I go? Assumes a separate relationship. It's so very different from I'd like to go and I'd like to hear your opinion, let's talk about it. And that starts from the parent, not from the child.
So what's just the one thing she might say just to start that conversation differently?
So first of all, there needs to be some acknowledgement of that kind of conversation, that kind of relationship not being there. So you can start out by saying, you know, hearing that you say, have you made up your mind, can I go, shows me that the quality of decision making that we have with each other is not what I want, and I want to try to work on changing it. And you know, it's been years, so it might take some time and it might be clunky initially. I just want to try.
Great. Does that mean I can see Harry Potter?
That means that I want us to really make a decision together, and that means for me to really hear what it is that makes you want to go, and for you to really hear why I'm so concerned about your going, and then see if we can reach a decision that either gives me comfort about my concerns or gives you a real willingness to not go because you understand my concerns, and we reach that together. That's what I want. Are you game for having that conversation?
Yeah, anytime, yeah.
Yeah. At 8, it's much easier to start that conversation than at 17, because there's still enough trust left that just saying it, he's already trusting me. At 17, he would go, yeah, right. You know, another one of your ploys, did you just take a workshop or something?
But is it worth it to start at 17 so that at 25 and 30, it might be different?
It's in where I come from, it's always worth it. It's worth it with your toddlers, with your preteens, with your teenagers, and between nations. It's never too late to create a relationship that transforms the power dynamics and the attempt to control each other.
And what I'm really getting is the importance of the trust between between the parties, and that the honesty about the dynamic is one of the things that builds that trust.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to hear what you guys are taking away from.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. If you can kind of like say like one nugget of what stands out to you from these role plays, the 2 that we did, 2.5.
I guess the nugget that's most alive for me is I found in my characters much more willingness to really hear what her experience was when there was some more space for mine. And I was, just to encapsulate that, I was really thinking with this Harry Potter scenario, had we gone further, I was willing to own that the movie might be scary for me.
Yeah.
And that actually my preferred strategy would be to see it with someone I knew who cared about my brain. I still wanted to see it. I wasn't able to let go of that, but there was so much more room for her in my experience of what I could imagine.
And my experience in that character was being just devastated being so driven by how I want to help him that trying so hard to control for his safety that
Yeah.
I've done damage in that.
Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of what Marshall Rosenberg has been saying for years. What do you want your child to do is one thing. The second question, the important question, is what do you want your child's reasons to be for doing it? And if your child does things out of fear, you're not really getting what you want. So that's why you want to have a different kind of relationship.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
imagining that there's so much more to talk about here. We just sort of scratched the surface of
Yeah.
parenting, and we're gonna have to do some more parenting shows.
Absolutely.
So this is the end of our time together. And if you like what you saw today and want to learn these tools, call our organization, Bay Area Nonviolent Communication, or look at our website for training opportunities. In particular, we have two very exciting events coming up. They're both called Making Collaboration Real, and they will be on how to apply these skills in the workplace. You can also make a donation to support the production of this show on the website. Our contact information is repeated at the end of this program. Also, we want to hear your feedback, so please send us your comments or scenarios that you want us to play. Send them to conflicthotline@baynvc.org. Before we go, I want to thank our role players, Jared and Barbara, and I want to thank our conflict coach, Miki, and I want to thank the all-volunteer crew. We hope you'll join us again next month on April 7th for another hour of the Conflict Hotline at 7:30. You can also see past episodes of the show at YouTube/baynvc. Until next month, I'm Sigal Shoham. I hope to see you then. Good night.
I take a deep, dark breath of my fear. Breathe out compassion to myself. I take a deep, dark breath of your fear. Breathe out compassion to you. And the next breath is for all the people who can relate to me and you. You cannot see eye to eye. Won't you step up with me and try? Drop the fences down, find a common ground, and take a deep breath. I am here to love you. I am here to free